Hi guys, and welcome back to Ace FM. Today we're going to be going around and talking about the election which is happening today. I think it's the first time in school history we're having an election for head boy and head girl. So it's exciting times, and today I'm joined by Arya, who will be by my side, and we'll just be talking a bit about each of the candidates. Yeah, so do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so everyone should know me by now. I'm Arya and I'm the current head girl for this academic year. Someone will replace me today and we're excited to find out who.
Excited, yeah. So should we just go on?
Yeah, let's just go on.
All right, let's move over to the first candidate, Mohammed Nazar. Do you want to tell us a bit about Mohammed?
Yeah, so Mohammed is part of the senior lead prefect team this year. He's been a wonderful person. He's been really helpful this year. So I think he's a really good candidate for head boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you think, what is one of the personality traits that he has that will make him a perfect head boy?
I think he's very understanding and he is a good communicator. He listens, which is really important as a leader, to listen and then communicate. So I think that will make him an effective head boy. And
what do you think about his board, like the presentation and stuff like that?
So I think that it's two-tone, like black and white is his theme.
Yeah.
It's simple. He has tried something new over here with like a lot of words.
Creativity.
Yeah, exactly, creativity. And then the images are very like, it demonstrates what type of person he is. Mm-hmm. So I think he's done a good job on his board.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next head boy. Ahmed Ibrahim. So tell us a bit about Ahmed.
I think Ahmed joined the school this year.
Yeah.
I think he's proved to be a very promising candidate for head boy in a very short time.
For sure, yeah.
And I think he's punctual, he's really friendly, he speaks to everyone.
Yeah, he's a very like smiley face around the sixth form, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
So tell us, obviously he has Ahmed and he's broken it down into like 5 words. So what do you think of that? I think that's a really creative way of showing your name and like getting yourself out there.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a really simple yet effective method, and he has used really nice words to describe himself, and I think they're really apt. They really suit the type of person he is, and he hasn't made it too much information on one page. Yeah. It's just really, it stands out because the text is so large and
it's straight to the point.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, let's move over to the next person, Salma Hilal. So what do you think about her board actually?
I think it's simple, but I think she's done a really good job on the color combination.
And obviously she's got the Snapchat filters
the
as well.
Snapchat filter, the masks, her posters. The masks are a really good initiative because first of all, coronavirus still exists and she's promoting safety in a fun way. And then I love her slogans all around the school, especially the one, "Your voice is my action," which says that she's gonna like use her voice to like convey other people's ideas and thoughts, which is really good.
Yeah. And what do you think of Salma as a person and in the ESLT? Because obviously she's got a senior role in the ESLT as well.
I think that I've worked very closely with Salma this year because she was part of the ESLT. She's been really helpful. She's helped you a lot in the arts committee. She's always there whenever you need help. She helps out with any school event that's there in school. And I think that she's a very prominent person in sixth form.
100%, for sure. All right, should we move over to, I think it's Ibo.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about Ibo and his impact in the school so far.
I think regarding his campaign, he's been really persuasive, especially with the teachers. He's been going around to every teacher, trying to like convey his message clearly. He has made leaflets as well, which is different from other candidates. His board is amazing because it's just his face everywhere.
Yeah,
you can't miss it. It's like
it?
In your face. You enter school, you see his face.
100%.
And I think as a person, he's a kind, mature individual who doesn't speak a lot, but he speaks when it's required.
And one thing about Ibo is he's been in the school since year 7, I think it was. So he's been here for a long while. So he's grown up with the school. So I think that's a good thing about him.
I think people will know him as well as a person. Yeah. Many students will know him, so it'll be easier for him to make the connect with teachers and students. 100%. So yeah.
All right, let's move over to Casey. So Casey's theme was obviously red and white and black, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about her board. What do you think about her board?
I think she has a very different board because her campaign is about mental health, which I feel like we don't speak about a lot, especially 100%. As sixth formers. We do have concerns with mental health because, stress and anxiety gets to us at some point. So she's tried something new, and I like that her slogan for her campaign was mental health because it's something that we need to talk about more often.
100%.
Yeah.
And what do you think of her impact in the school so far? Because I think she's fairly new to the school as well. So.
Okay, I haven't seen Casey personally a lot because she wasn't part of the executive student leadership team.
Yeah.
But when she started applying for head girl, she came to me immediately, which told me that she really wants the role, and she's tried really hard to like make an impact now, and she has helped out a lot with Rewards Day and other events in the school as well.
Yeah, and I was speaking to Mr. Webber, and Mr. Webber said as well that Casey is one of the students that approached like him first about just seeing what they want and talking about mental health and everything. So I think that's a really good factor about Casey, how she has that connection and she's willing to go out of her way to approach teachers and students.
Yeah, sure.
So I think the next one is Zayn. Obviously Zayn is another person who's been in the school for a long time now. So do you want to just tell us a bit about his board and what do you think of Zayn as a character in the school?
I think Zayn's board is a true representative of less is more. He's put really few words, but I think it's impactful with the words that he's used. About his campaign, everywhere you go in the school, no matter where, the ceilings, the walls, you will see Zayn's face. Zayn has tried really hard, even with the younger students, he's made sure he's made an impact this week. I've seen him a lot more this week than I've seen him probably the whole year.
Yeah, his face is really out there.
Just
whether you're
out
walking
there.
up the stairs, anywhere, you
sure.
can see him. I guess, where's the next one? Let's move over to George's. So this is George's right here. I think her colour scheme was green, which is obviously a difficult one to do.
Yeah.
But what would you say about her campaign and what you think of her so far as a candidate?
As a candidate, I feel like I know that Georgia's new to the school as well. She joined this academic year. She hasn't had a lot of time to make the connections, so I know it's been really hard for her, but she has tried.
She has definitely tried, yeah.
Even her, I do get her colour schemes really hard to do. Like, it's not the easiest. I like her slogan. She's made it fun and creative.
Yeah.
Georgia as a person can be a bit shy, but then she gets the work done.
Yeah.
She's a good listener as a person, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's a good
quality as a leader, yeah.
I guess the next one is, who's this? Is Tia. So obviously Tia's board is really like out there. So she's got a lot of quotes and she's got a lot about her. Mm-hmm. And one thing Tia's done is she's actually made herself a website which shows that she's gone out of her way for it. So tell us a bit about Tia and her impact in the ESLT, because obviously she's another senior member of the ESLT. So what kind of impact has she had and working with you, the head girl?
I think Tia, I know she's been online sometimes, she's been in school sometimes, but she really tries to give it her all. Like, if you need her, she's there for you.
Yeah.
And she's not shy to ask for help, which is good.
That's
as a person. Yeah, that's a really good quality. Her board stands out because, like Salma, she had a Snapchat filter, she has a website. It's different, which shows that she really wants the role and she really wants to be head girl. And I feel like Tia's a known face in the school. Like, many students know her more than Georgia. Like, some of the newbies, she's definitely known to the school.
100%. I guess the next one is Arya. So Arya is another person who's been in the school for a long time, actually.
Yeah.
He was here when I first joined as well. So obviously his colour scheme was like, I think it's like
gold and black, yeah.
So obviously, what do you think about his posters? And obviously he's got some quite bold statements right here. So what do you think about him so far?
I think, first of all, his board looks fabulous because it's neat and tidy and the colour scheme looks great. Like, gold can be an odd colour as well for like head boy, but then he's used it really effectively. And his slogans are really nice. It's big and it's bold and it sends a message. It's loud, which is a great thing for his board.
Yeah, and I think that's what you need as a head boy.
Yeah.
You need to be able to be bold. You need to get your point across, especially when you're conducting a whole team that contains like arts captain, like sports captain, everything.
I think he has the leadership ability. Like, he can lead from the front. He is an example of that. And I know that as a student, academically, he's really good as well.
Yeah.
And I think he can manage his time really well. So he's definitely a strong candidate for head boy.
Yeah, and that's a good point, actually. Time management is a really important role for head boy because you have a lot of things to manage at the same time.
Yeah.
And then we have Jan. So tell us a bit about him and what you think about his approach to his board.
Again, Jan is new to the school this year, but he's become a known face in sixth form.
100%.
And continuing from Aryan, actually, time management, he's an athlete, plus he's really good academically, so he has the skill.
Yeah. And
I feel like he will be a new face for students and he may have a different opinion. Like, because he hasn't been in the school for long enough, he may not have a stereotypical view of everything. Yeah. So he may give a fresh perspective on things, which can be a good thing, yeah.
Yes, and obviously, like you said, he's part of the swimming of excellence as well. So he's very good at managing both things, and he's a very popular face, especially within the staff.
Yeah.
So I think that's a very good quality that he has.
And I think his slogan's really nice as well.
Yeah,
I don't
his slogan.
speak the change, I make the change.
That's a good point
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
yeah.
And I think you and Brad both did that this year.
Yeah.
So you just made the change straight away. All right, let's just move over, and I think the last candidate is actually Nelly with this beautiful poster of hers. So tell us a bit about Nelly and how she's gone out of her way for her board and stuff like that.
I think Nelly is the youngest members of sixth form, and at such a young age, she's a very mature individual. I think her poster says a lot about her. It's nice and bold, and it's just like her. She's very straightforward as a person, doesn't mince words. She knows how to get her point across. A bit like me, I can see that. And then I think that her board is colorful, bright, like the lovely person that she is.
It really stands out to the eye.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And I think a lot of teachers have actually commented on the poster and how they actually like it. It looks very professional.
Yeah, and she's added the GEMS education, the work. It's very professional.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's the standard you kind of want from a head girl. Isn't it?
For sure. Yeah.
I bet if you did your campaign, it'd look something like this.
I wish we had a campaign. I wish we did.
You wish you had one.
We wish we had one.
But yeah, I guess we've gone through all of the candidates. So would you want to tell us a bit about what made you a head girl and what you think people should look for in the next head girl?
I think that, like personally as well, I joined the school only in year 12, and I was only probably pretty much in school only for 6 months. Then we were online. But I feel like I put my point across really well as head girl, and I take a stand for what I feel is right. I'm willing to put up with a fight. Everyone knows that. And I think being head girl has made me a better person. It made me a better leader, better, I can convey messages more effectively now. And I feel like the reason you should be head girl is to make a change.
Yeah, 100%.
More than for yourself, it's about being selfless and trying to do what's better for others. Maybe I might not be there at the front every day, but from behind is the person who works behind the scenes as well. Like Fahad, our cameraman, who's behind the scenes and who does all the work for ASFM. So I like to be that type of person.
Yeah, and obviously, do you have one final message you want to leave with the people?
I just feel like no matter who wins today, I feel like everyone is a winner. The fact that you tried to apply for this position, it's really hard when you have so much competition. So everyone should be proud of themselves for even applying this year, and I hope the best candidate wins.
Perfect, thank you.